You've never blown all your shots. Where does all this love inside me go? These days just rip me apart. Say a prayer for me. It could mean everything. I have Jesus, but my heart still aches. I've got to learn to trust him. You're so important to me, I think, and nothing is changing, but at least it's not falling apart. Humiliation ritual. I'd log off if my life weren't so empty. I'd have the beauty of my whole life sheltering me from all the rejection. Simping this hard for a girl I never met. I can't have her, so I must have something else. If you want to build something, you have to fully let go of the past and the hope of the past. Christian influencers are always saying Christ isolates before he elevates. Well, if my isolation is this bad, I can't wait for the hope of elevation. Things have changed since I tried everything to get with you. I had hope you'd fly me out and we'd share our bodies. I was in the best shape of my life. Things have changed. Try talking about it without talking about it, like there's something you could do to change things, to change her. Even your username is from something you wrote her. Obsessed with absence. Your worst and most embarrassing rejection because you were so sure of your success. I tried the technique of positive visualization. I tried to manifest you. In my mind, we'd already met. I'd already fucked you. In the psych ward, I said you'd already married me. Maybe there are some things you should believe are impossible. Some things you shouldn't hope for. Some things you should leave alone. Sister Buddha. When you're enlightened, you have trust in the whole world. You believe that everything is happening for a reason, that no moment is wasted. The hours you spent drinking cold brew on your phone, the rejections you faced and the letters you wrote Sean, who never answered, never wrote back, same as the letters I wrote Bunny. Bunny never messaging back. My next lesson in coding, an hour well spent. The rejections you suffer largely because of your politics, how everyone seems to think being a Christian means being happy and nice all the time. But when you're enlightened, the world moves slower, and everything you have, every blessed moment blossoms as it's supposed to. I've been rich in friends, and I've been alone, but I've never turned my back on God, and I've never let the doomer shit get to me, and I've always had God, and in that way, I've never really been alone. The love of your mother, but for all of mankind. 3. You belong to the world all along. Despite the suffering and the burning rejection, you've been welcome. It takes years of abuse or slander to come to this conclusion. You were hidden for a time in your isolation, only to emerge from the chrysalis a beautiful death head's hawk moth, to be a beautiful butterfly, to be the blossoms after the rain, and God's promises in the rainbow. You don't have many friends, and the world referred to by Christ is an awful thing. But despite the loss, despite the pain, you love every earthling like they were your closest friend. And I've been warned before, living with all of this love in my heart, and how like trying to look into the sun, like the rapture of the sun exploding, you've kept all this love to yourself. And that's why everything hurts. And the only salve is to be loved back, to be embraced by faith you have for and in this world. The hillbillies are going to heaven. You think you're so smart. Well, the hillbillies are going to heaven. I see you reading giant old books. All the books they say are intelligent and not getting any wiser. Politics you swear are about justice, but then treat your family like shit. Typical leftist. So certain they're the good guys. They don't bother to consider how they live, How hippies want to spread love and share their bodies freely with as many people as possible, but how at the core of them is envy and so much burning hatred for a majority of the world. Hating your average American citizen. Hating your average American citizen untouched by the perversions of gay race communism. Into your sworn enemy. Too smart to believe in God? You believe our earliest ancestor is pond scum, and that there's no design to life. No artist to ascribe the masterpiece. No author to the story of your life. Suffering to you is random, means nothing. To me, it all happens for a reason. It's designed to make you stronger. All of life with God has so much purpose and purifies you, burns away petty resentment, locates the correct locus of control, blames the right person for your life and shortcomings, you and me. You tried every drug and every sex-friendly religion because you'd never offend anyone that way. You chose the easiest way out and found the path was short and wrong. So certain you're entitled to pleasure in life, you never thought about self-sacrifice. Nothing worse than a smug atheist, not because he offends me, but because hell is going to be one hell of a surprise for these people.